Good morning. We will see the unit 2 of subject automobile engineering, that is automobile transmission system. In this unit we will see the points: transmission system layout, components and applications, layout of two-wheel drive transmission system, four-wheel drive transmission system and application, clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft, differential, axle. These components of automobile transmission system. After the completion of this unit, you will be able to understand the design and components of two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive systems. Also, you will grasp the function and necessity of various transmission system components. Also, learn about the gearbox control over the power flow from the engine to the wheel. Also, you will understand the function of propeller shaft, differential. Now we will see the transmission system. What is transmission system? Transmission system is the system which is used to transfer the torque from the engine output to the wheels on the road. That is, it is used to transmit engine torque to the driving wheels to drive the vehicle on the road. The system consists of clutch, gearbox, propeller shaft, differential and rear axle. This is the system which is used to transfer the torque at the engine output to the wheels on the road. The system which transmits engine power to driving wheels to various components like clutch, gearbox and differential is called as transmission system of automobiles. Now we will see the factors to be considered while selecting the transmission systems. That first is the torque transmission capacity of the transmission system is considered. Then second, which type of transmission system will we use, that is the purpose and requirement or application of transmission system, that is manual transmission system, semi automatic transmission system or fully automatic transmission system. Then the third factor which will be considered as the road surface where the vehicle to be driven, that is the condition of road surface, that is also considered while selecting for the transmission system. Road resistance to be offered by the vehicle is also considered for the selecting transmission system. Load carrying capacity, that is type of load, is also considered. The transmission system which is used should be easy in operation and maintenance. Also, the strength, durability, aesthetic and ergonomic consideration are also used for the selection of transmission system. Also, the cost is also considered while the selecting transmission system. Now we will see, this is the layout of transmission system. We will see the various components of transmission system, that is clutch, gearbox, universal joint, sliding joint, propeller shaft, differential. These are the components which are used in the transmission system. Now the requirement of transmission system, that is the purpose of transmission system, or why we require the transmission system. That is to provide for disconnecting the engine from the driving wheels. That is, the engine can be disconnected from the driving wheels by the use of clutch. Here we use the transmission system. This is the requirement, that is for disconnecting the engine from the driving wheels. Transmission system is required. Also, when the engine is running, connect the driving wheels to the engine smoothly without shock. This also can be done with the help of transmission system. Leverage between engine and driving wheels to be varied with the help of transmission system. Transmission system enables the driving wheels to rotate at different speeds. That is, here the gearbox is used for the various speeds. Transmission system provide relative movements between engine and driving wheels. This is the requirement of transmission system. Now we can see the layout of transmission system for the four-wheel driven automobile. Here we can see the engine, the flywheel, the clutch, the gearbox, the transfer box, which is used for the four-wheel drive automobile. Then there are two propeller shaft, one is in the front side, one is in the rear side, rear axle. Then two differentials, one is at the front axle and one is at the rear axle. This is the layout of transmission system of a four-wheel driven vehicle, automobile. Now, introduction to transmission system. Types of transmission system: gearbox, propeller shaft, universal joint, final drive and differential, rear axle. These are the components. Now we will see the types of transmission system. Now we will see the types of transmission system. There are basically three types of transmission system. First is manually operated transmission system. In this type of transmission system, the gears operated by manually. Gears required for specific condition of driving is selected manually. The gearbox used in this system are constant mesh gearbox, and the second one is synchro mesh gearbox. These gearboxes are used for the manually operated transmission system. Now the other one is semi-automatic transmission system. Here the manually as well as automatic transmission is used. Some vehicles use this type of transmission systems. Third one is automatic transmission system. Now the modern cars or vehicles provides with automatic transmission. It consists of 3 or 7 forward speed and 1 reverse speed ratio. In automatic transmission, different ratios between the engine, crankshaft, and the wheels are achieved by automatic means by use of hydraulic drive or torque converter. Driver do not need to shift gears while driving the vehicle. This is the automatic transmission system. The latest modern cars uses this type of transmission system. This is the transmission systems. Now we will see the next point, that is function of transmission system in automobile. That is function of transmission system in automobile. First one is it transmits engine power to the road wheels for propulsion. Second, it keeps control on the speed and direction of the vehicle. Third one is it provides variable torque gear ratios for different driving conditions. Fourth one is it allows the smooth power during acceleration and deceleration. Fifth one is it allows the vehicle to complete stop without stopping the engine. That means without stopping engine you can stop the vehicle by using transmission system. Then next one is facilitate efficient power delivery and fuel economy. Next one is improve driving comfort and convenience. And next one is enable reverse gear for backing up. Now we will see the advantages of transmission system in an automobile. First one is gear ratio flexibility. This is the advantage by which it allows adapting to different driving conditions for optimal performance and fuel efficiency. Next one is power distribution. Transmission system transmits power to the wheels, enabling the vehicle to move. Third one is smooth acceleration. Transmission system facilitates seamless speed changes for a comfortable driving experience. Next one is fuel efficiency. By optimizing engine performance and conserves fuel by adjusting gear ratios, we can achieve fuel efficiency. This is the advantage of transmission system. Next one is control. Transmission system provides the driver with control over the vehicle speed and power output. These are the advantages of the transmission system in automobile. Now there are some disadvantages. First one is complexity. That means skilled driver are required for manual transmission, while in automatics transmissions have intricate components making repairs costly. This is the disadvantage of transmission system. Wear and tear of components in a transmission system can lead to potential failures. and next one is repairs or replacements. Cost of transmission system can be expensive. These are the some disadvantages of transmission system in automobile. Now we will see the layout of two-wheel drive transmission system and the four-wheel drive transmission system. This is the layout of two-wheel drive transmission system. Basically there are two-wheel drive transmission system and four-wheel drive transmission system. Now we will see the first type, that is two-wheel drive transmission system. A two-wheel drive transmission system is powertrain layout that delivers power from engine to just two wheels, either in the front wheel drive or rear wheels, that is the rear wheel drive. These systems are common in many passenger vehicles and are used in a variety of applications, from everyday cars to sport cars and trucks. The layout of two-wheel drive transmission system you can see in the diagram. That is the components: engine, flywheel, gearbox, differential. Now this is used in BMW, Mercedes are the examples of this two-wheel drive transmission system. Now the next transmission system is four-wheel drive transmission system. Here you can see if the components, that is clutch, gearbox, transfer box, universal joint, slip joint, propeller shaft, differentials in front axle and also on the rear axle. These are the components in this four-wheel drive transmission system. A four-wheel drive transmission system is specially designed to make vehicles capable of traveling on rough, unconstructed roads. That means this four-wheel drive transmission system is made for the off-road conditions. In this system, the engine power is distributed to all four wheels, so the total weight of the vehicle helps in providing better grip and traction. This feature is commonly used in vehicles like jeeps and SUVs, which are often referred to as 4x4 or all-four drive vehicles. These vehicles are also called off-road vehicles, as these are constructed mainly for the purpose of unformed or off-road driving conditions. We can see some examples on the road of this type of transmission system, that is Mahindra Scorpio, Maruti Suzuki Gypsy, Tata Safari, Toyota Fortuner, Mitsubishi Pajero, Mahindra Bolero are some examples of this four-wheel drive transmission system. You can see the schematic diagram of this type of transmission system in this picture. Now we will see this is also the layout. This is drawn horizontally and in detail layout of four-wheel drive transmission system. These are the components in a transmission system, and these are the diagrams, some diagrams of rear wheel drive layout, front wheel drive layout, and transmission components, transfer case, four wheel drive layout, rear differential, front differential. This is the picture of transmission system. This is all about the transmission system. The detailed components of transmission system we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.